the right lung is a bit more longer than the left lung.
Yeah,
right?
yes. The size also matters. Okay, that is also is there. So that means everything in our body is made in such a way. Yeah, each part is different. Okay. So what is the function of the lungs?
Exchanging of the
What does the
gases.
lungs do?
Exchanging gases.
Yeah, exchanging gases. Did you write that?
Yes, ma'am. The main one.
Yes, ma'am.
Completed. Okay, fine. So the function of the gases is main function of the lungs is the process of gas exchange. We call that process of gas exchange one single
Breathe.
word that is known as respiration.
Breathe.
Okay, respiration. And what does happen? What does happen in respiration, Devika?
Ma'am, we inhale oxygen and exhale
Okay.
carbon dioxide.
That's okay. When we inhale oxygen, what are the things are happening in our body? Oxygen enter in which part of the body first? Then only it goes to different organs.
Into the blood.
It enters into the blood. From the blood, through the blood vessel, it will be transported to the different parts of the organs.
Organs of the body.
After that, what they do? It will remove the impure blood or bad blood. It will remove it, and that will be turned in the form of the carbon dioxide. We remove from the impure blood, and that will be breathe out. Okay, that is what you call exhalation. So inhale and exhale. What does actually happening? Of course, we are getting oxygen. What does oxygen do? Oxygen does a lot of work. One is it is breaking down the glucose. Another thing, it is purifying the blood vessels, and then blood vessels in return will give carbon dioxide from our body, and it will be exhaled out. So when you go to the next chapter, transportation in organism, you'll come to know the blood circulatory system. So blood circulatory system itself is a more complicated. So respiratory system is another system, but they both are interconnected. Clear? So respiration, if you don't respire properly, naturally blood circulation will not take place. If there is no blood circulation properly, no digestion takes place. If there is no digestion takes place, your body going to be for a hartal. Okay, for a hartal, slowly, one part of your body will break down. Okay, just like a KSRTC bus, tire goes, engine goes, one part of your body, liver, kidney, stomach, all this will be, they all will go for a hartal. So that is it. So all the system is interconnected. Okay, so that's very important. So I think this is we have completed. Now we are moving on to the fourth important part is diaphragm. Okay, so you can write the fourth important part, diaphragm. Now what is diaphragm? A diaphragm structure. A large muscular sheet called diaphragm forms the floor of the chest cavity. Actually, the chest cavity is supported by the diaphragm. Actually, so diaphragm is underneath part of the underneath parts of the lungs. So lungs, the chest cavity is firmly fixed on diaphragm. So any movement happens in diaphragm will affect the lungs also. Yes, Aldous?
Ma'am, so
Diaphragm is an arch type bony structure. If you look at this picture over here, can you see this the yellowish color thing in this?
yes, ma'am, at the bottom.
At the bottom. So this is the diaphragm. Okay.
Oh,
like
that's
like. So the entire chest cavity contain. What are the parts of the chest cavity, Aldous? What are the things are there in the chest cavity?
Ma'am, lungs, ribs,
Then
diaphragm.
Diaphragm is underneath, inside the chest cavity. Major
Ma'am,
part.
Ma'am, inside the chest cavity, the lungs, ribs.
Ribs. What is the most important part of without
Ma'am,
lungs?
lungs. Ma'am,
Lungs.
can I say?
Aldous, you don't have the heart, I think so. Is it so? Aldous, Do you have the heart?
Yes, ma'am.
So where does this heart stay? In your
Ma'am, in between
brain?
the lungs.
Ah, heart is also inside part of chest. You are heartless elders, I think. That's why you are saying no. You are very loving heart and affectionate heart elders. Okay. And very kind heart. Okay. It's okay. So heart, the major part of the human being, whether you are a good person or bad person, who decides your heart. Okay. You are not a heartless person. You are a heart person, hearted person. Yes. Maybe something you are saying. What is that?
Mommy, it also contains the esophagus.
Oh, esophagus. Yes, esophagus starting from mouth, the buccal cavity, it passes through the chest cavity and then diaphragm, then go to the stomach. Okay. So our chest cavity contains mainly 4 major organs: lungs, ribs, heart, and our esophagus or food pipe. Okay. And not only that, you are going to watch a video. In that you will see, apart from this, inside the lungs, there are so many minute and sophisticated, that means little more difficult, small parts are there. They are also doing purification of the blood or helping inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. So diaphragm is the floor on which our chest cavity remains. Okay, a large muscular sheet called diaphragm. It's just like a large muscular sheet. Diaphragm forms the floor of the chest cavity. That is, chest cavity is sitting on that diaphragm. Breathing involves the movement of the diaphragm and the rib cage. So how do we breathe? That is what every time you are inhaling and exhaling. So you are learned in 5th standard, no? What does moves and what does comes down when we do breathing? Anyone remembers what you learn in 5th standard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. The lungs will.
When you breathe in, the lungs expand and the diaphragm goes up.
Yes. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. Next point. Breathing involves the movement of diaphragm and the rib cage. It is not only the diaphragm, rib cage and diaphragm. There's a combination of both of them to move up and down. During inhalation, ribs move up and outwards and diaphragm moves down. Okay, children, everyone, we can do one breathing sensation now, all of you. All sit quietly. Let us see. And just keep your both hands under your chest cavity. Under your chest cavity, that is, under the chest cavity means it is between your breast and as well as the stomach. There is a flat part. Okay. So you touch both of them. And then all of you breathe in once. Long breath. You take a long breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, good. Okay, Abhiday. When you touch your hands on the floor of the chest cavity, under part of the chest cavity, what does you feel about it? What do you feel about it? Something is moving.
Expands and contracts.
Let Abhiday discuss. Okay, and others just keep quiet. Yes, Abhiday.
Like the chest will, when we take breathing, our chest will be like this.
Moving. It's moving upward and expanding. Yes. Yeah. Afterwards.
Something will go, like we feel that something will go, our chest will become something.
Okay. You feel like it blow like a balloon and break out, no? When you breathe out, what do you feel?
When the chest expands and something gets into your chest.
Yes. And when you touch it, have you seen some of the hard bones are going up?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is our rib system. Okay. Some hard bone is going up and there is some small part. I don't know how do you feel it. There is another part is going inside and outward. Did you feel that? So anyone, there are two things here happen. One thing is going up, that is the chest cavity moving up. Another thing, what you feel, there is some another small fleshy muscle is going down like. Did you ever feel that? Going down means you feel it is going inside the stomach like that. Did you feel that? Not going
ma'am.
down exactly. You feel it is going inside the stomach like that. Did you feel that?
Yes,
So that
Yes, ma'am.
if you observe carefully, that is our diaphragm. Okay. So during inhalation, as Abhyuday say, it is moving up. That is our rib. Our rib is moving upward. When ribs is moving, naturally the lungs also will move upward. It will expand. And what happened? Another fleshy part which is going inside the stomach. That is diaphragm. Diaphragm is moving down. Actually, what is happening between this rib system and diaphragm? The movement increases, space in our chest cavity and lungs get filled with air. When this ribs and diaphragm moves apart, the lungs will be expand out of the rib system and the air is filling in. You see, rib is surrounding the lungs. So naturally, rib is moving upward. Our lungs part is expanding out of the rib. So it is just like you take a ball and you wind a wire or iron wire around a ball. So our chest is just like a ball and the ribs are around that ball in order to protect it from any accident or any hard hit. So that is what ribs are doing. It is protecting the lungs actually. So during inhale, this what you call the ribs just move apart from the top of the lungs and lungs will expand. That expansion shows that it is filling in the air and diaphragm moves down because diaphragm is the floor of the chest. When you exhalation, what happened? Ribs moves down and while diaphragm moves up to its former position. So it will close the space between the rib system and the diaphragm. And what you do? You push out the bad air that is containing the carbon dioxide. Okay. So this is what is
Okay,
happening.
ma'am.
This is how respiration takes place. What is respiration? You can say in one word. Respiration involves breathe in and breathe out, or inhalation, exhalation. How does it take place? Then you have to explain these points. Okay. So no need of copying this. If you want, you can just take the screenshot. In the notes, I will be given these points. For
Ma'am, we
3
have
marks
taken the
question.
screenshot.
Yeah, 3 marks question. I will be giving you how does respiration take place. So what is respiration? You can write mainly. Respiration is a breathe in or breathe out of breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. And we also can write it is breathe in inhalation and exhalation. That is respiration. We can say one definition. How does it happens? Then you have to mention about this points. Breathing involves the movement of diaphragm and the rib cage. These points I will be giving in the notes. During inhalation, ribs move up and outwards and diaphragm moves down. This movement, what happened? Increases the space in our chest cavity and lungs get filled with air. So that is inhalation. During exhalation, ribs moves down and inwards while diaphragm moves up to its form or position. This reduces size of the chest cavity and air is pushed out of the lungs. And how much inhalation, how much exhalation we are happening. Okay, so mainly the lungs will have, when you inhaled air, there will be 21% of oxygen. Okay, and 0.04% carbon dioxide will be there. So the percentage of oxygen and carbon dioxide inhaled and exhaled. Inhaled and exhaled air. Sorry, inhaled and exhaled air. When you inhale, don't think it is only oxygen is entering. You see, nowadays our climate, our atmosphere is polluted because of the industrialization and lots of traffics, correct? The vehicles and all.
Yes, ma'am.
While you breathe in, don't think our air is so pure. So sometimes when you breathe in, you are getting a majority oxygen and also there's a small part of carbon dioxide also. Clear?
Can I
And when you
explain, ma'am?
exhale also, you believe that carbon dioxide also only going. No. When you exhale, some amount of oxygen also got wasted. Okay.
Ma'am?
That is what we are given 16.4%
Excuse me, ma'am.
oxygen and 4.4% carbon dioxide. That is what you exhale.
Ma'am?
So here when you inhale, 0.04% carbon dioxide enters because of the pollution. Okay, so once you exhale, actually the blood is purifying our system. Clear? Yeah,
Yeah.
someone is asking me something. Who is
Can
that?
you explain one more time? I don't understand.
I told whenever we breathe in, not only oxygen is coming inside our body, we also inhale some percentage of poisonous gases. Okay, why? Because of the pollution. That is the reason some of the people have becoming asthmatic. Okay, so how you become a patient of respiratory diseases? Because of breathing in. Because our nowadays Kerala and is a highly populated state. We are in a small state as we compare to Tamil Nadu and Andhra. Kerala is a small state, contain only 14 districts. Within one day you can see entire Kerala. Do you know that? You just start early in the morning from Kasargod, you reach Trivandrum by night. That's all. That is our state. Okay, if you go by bus also, within 10 hours you will reach Trivandrum by midnight. And then Goa. But Goa not highly populated, but Kerala is the most populated, and we also have a lot of consumers. Kerala has a highly consumers of vehicles that you already know. Even you look at in your house, maybe in your house itself, there will be 2-3 vehicles. Scooters,
No, ma'am.
car. Okay. And that is we are becoming high consumers. That is what, because even though not necessary, also we will buy. For my brother one, for sister one, for father one, for mother one, and grandmother, grandfather was another one. Yeah, correct. And industrialization is more. So many industries like FACT, TTC are chemical factories, which
FACT is near my home.
yeah, it is in Ernakulam.
Yes, ma'am. Elur.
Yes. FSCT and TTC, not TTC, TCC. These are the two. Then Ambalamugal is another place. There we have got another industries. We produce lot of chemical substances. That's the main industry in Kerala. Cloth and all. Who make clothes? Tamil Nadu is Tamil Nadu and UP, Gujarat. They are the cloth merchants. Mainly Kerala is known for making chemical fertilizers and as well as for purification. Cochin refinery, purifying the crude oil. Okay, so that is we are famous for it. And our main thing is we are consumers, means only half of the people are having cultivating they are farmers. Okay, majority in our state only, maybe can say maybe 25 to 30% only farmers. Others all are working in other work. But Tamil Nadu and all, they are majority farmers. So they are not so much industrialized like this. But because of that, when you breathe in, lot of pollutants are present in our air. And naturally, what will happen when you inhale with oxygen, some amount of carbon dioxide also get inside. And when you exhale out, there will be more carbon dioxide at the same time. Some amount of oxygen also we exhale out. Okay, because we have only two holes, correct? So
Yes,
it is not that we don't have a switch in our body to switch off and switch on for oxygen and carbon dioxide. Only this is a natural phenomenon. So because of lot of pollution, we are prone to so many asthmatic diseases. And do you ever heard yesterday about the news that Delhi, all the schools are closing?
Yes,
For
Yes,
what
ma'am.
reason?
because of the
Ah. Is it because of COVID? No, because
No,
of
ma'am.
air pollution.
air pollution.
Hmm. Yesterday's newspaper, Delhi schools closed for 1 week due to high air pollution. You just read in the newspaper. So that's a part of our life. So see children, we all are grown up and we will die and go, and your generation is the people who are going to suffer more. Clear? By the time this all the trees will be finished off. So see that as a student, you also learn to protect our nature in your own little way. You can't do big things and all, but in your surrounding, in your house, you can plant your trees or some indoor plants. Those who don't have a compound, if you are staying in flat, on the windows or outside corner, you can keep some indoor plants to protect, purify the air, which is what you breathing in your house. That's what I'm telling you. We cannot purify entire world, but it is better at least 5 to 6 green plants if you plant it in pots on the terrace or whatever. That will purify the air in your area. So that is what we are telling. We can't do big things, but little way we can do. We are enjoying the nature because our great grandfathers have planted so many trees. That's why we are enjoying. So you have to enjoy it. You have to preserve the nature for the coming future. So you do in your own little way. So that is the meaning of this point. Something is new, no? Because respiration, you already know that we take only oxygen, we only exhale carbon dioxide. No, it's not true. Nowadays, whatever we learned is little bit, some change is there. Positivity is there, negativity also is there. So when you inhale, not only oxygen, there is some 0.04% carbon dioxide is entering. When you exhale, there also you are exhaling 16.45% of oxygen, more or less, and 4.4% carbon dioxide also we are exhaling. But more carbon dioxide as we compare to the inhale. So that is why we are giving more important, mainly exhalation for releasing the carbon dioxide. Okay, releasing the carbon dioxide. But it's true that some amount of oxygen also may lost. Okay, in the form of thing. So, okay, children. So this is about the how the respiration. Now I am going to show you the video.